Good morning, Prep 3. We will start Algebra and Statistics, Lesson 3, Unit 1, the symbolic representation of the function polynomial function. At first, the symbolic representation of the function is usually denoted by of the following letters. Any capital letter, F or M or Q. Capital letter F, M, Q or any letter. And the function f from the set x to the set y is written mathematically. F from x to y again is read as function from x to y, function from x to y, or any letter such as m from x to y, and read m is a function from x to y and so on. If the ordered pair x and y belongs to the function, then the element y is called the image. Okay, again, if the ordered pair x and y belongs to the function, then the element y is called the image. Then y is called the image of x by the function m. F is the function from x to y is read as f maps x to y, or is the function where f of x equals y. Okay, f is the function of x equals y. Y is called the image of the element x by the function f. For example, if x is finite set equals -1, 0, and 1, y another finite set 0, -1, and -2. And the function f from x to y where f of x equals x squared minus 1. The rule of the function. The rule of the function f of x equals x squared minus 1. Find the set of function f and represent it by arrow diagram, then write its range or the image of the function. At first, find the set of function f. Number 1, f of x, the rule of function equals x squared minus 1. Okay? The element of a set x equals -1, 0, and 1. At first, f of -1 equals, replace x and put the value of x. -1 square minus 1 equals, f of -1 equals -1 square equals 1. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Then order the pair -1 and 0 belong to function f. And we noted that 0 is the image of -1 by function. The image of -1 by the function. The rule of function f of x equals x squared minus 1. f of -1 equals -1 squared minus 1. Replace x and put the value of x. -1 squared equals 1. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Then the ordered pair -1 and 0 belong to function. And we noted that 0 is the image of -1 by a function. Number 2, f of 0 equals, replace x and put the value of x. 0 squared equals 0, 0 minus 1 equals minus 1. Then 0 and -1 belong to function. And we noted that -1 is the image of 0 by a function. number 3 f of 1 equals 1 square minus 1 equals 1 square equals 1, 1 minus 1 equals 0. Then 0 and 0, 1 and 0 belong to function. Then the set of function f ordered pair negative 1 and 0, 0 and negative 1, 1 and 0. Number 2, represent it by arrow diagram. Represent it by arrow diagram. Number 1, drawing 2 columns. First column represent first set and second column represent second set y. X negative 1, 0, 1, negative 1, 0 and 1. Y 0, negative 1 and negative 2, 0, negative 1 and negative 2. And draw arrow. Draw arrow. Negative 1 and 0. Negative 1 and 0 make arrow from negative 1 to 0. 0 and negative 1 from 0 and negative 1 make arrow 1 and 0. 1 and 0. By using represent the function by using arrow diagram. Number 3, write its range. Write its range. Range the image of negative 1 by using function. Negative 1, the image of 0 by using function. 0, the image of 1 by using function. Then the image or the range of the function equals 0 and negative 1. The range or images equals the set of 0 and negative 1. 0 and negative 1. Do you understand? Okay. Number 2, polynomial function. What is the meaning of polynomial function? It is the type of a function. It is the type of function. It is called polynomial function. The form of polynomial function. Function from R to R. From the set of real numbers to the set of real numbers. Domain is real numbers and the codomain is another real numbers. F of x equal a0 x to the power 0 plus a1 x to the power 1 and do not write 1 plus a2 x to the power 2 plus a3 x to the power 3 and so on. An x to the power n. It is the form of polynomial functions where a0, a1, a2, a3 or an belong to the set of real numbers. And n, the index of x belong to the set of natural number. Very, very important. Again, the form of polynomial function. Function from the set of real numbers to the set of real numbers. F of x equals a0 x to the power 0 plus a1 x to the power 1 plus a2 x to the power 2 plus a3 x to the power 3 and so on plus an x to the power n. a0, a1, a2, a3, a4, the factors of variable the factors of variable belong to the set of real numbers. The set of real numbers. And n belong to the set of natural number. N, the index of x, or the power of x, belong to the set of natural number. It's called a polynomial function. Okay? The polynomial function is the function whose rule is term or algebraic expression in condition that the following should be identified. Very, very important. Two important conditions. Each of the domain and the codomain of the function is the set of real numbers. From R to R, the set of real numbers. And the power or the index of the variable x in any of its term is natural number. Very, very important. Again, each of the domain and the codomain of the function is the set of real numbers. Number 2, the power or the index of the variable is natural number. Okay? For example, the following functions are all polynomial functions. Number 1, function from x equals 2x plus 5. 2x plus 5. The index of x equals 1 and not write 1. Then the degree of this function of the first degree, the highest power of the variable. The highest power of the variable of the first degree. Then the degree of the function of the first degree. The highest power of the variable. The highest power of the variable. Okay? Another example. G is the function of x equal x squared minus 2x plus 1. Yes. The highest power of the variable, x to the power 2, x to the power 1. The highest power of the variable is 2. Then this function of the second degree, Number 3, k is the function of x equals 8. 8x to the power 0. And we know that x to the power 0 equals 1. 8 times 1 equals 8. Okay? K is the function of x equals 8. This means this function of 0 degree. Okay? Number 4, n is the function of x equals 1 plus square root 2x minus x, 9x to the power 2. In this function, the highest power of the variable is 2. Then, the degree of this function is the second degree. Do you understand the polynomial function? Two very, very important conditions. Domain and codomain are real numbers. Okay? And the index or the power of the variable belong to the set of natural numbers. Another example. Function of x equals square root of x. It is a polynomial or not? Excellent. Not a polynomial. Why? Not a polynomial. Why? F of x equals square root of x. Square root of x equals x to the power half. And the important condition of the polynomial, the index of x belong to n. Half belong to n? No, not belong to n. Then f of x equals square root of x is not a polynomial function. A polynomial function. Another solution. F of x equals square root of x. Very, very important. Very important condition. Domain and codomain belong to real numbers. F of -1 equals square root of -1. Square root of -1 belong to real numbers? No, not belong to real numbers. Then f of x equals square root of x is not a polynomial function. Do you understand polynomial function and how to find the degree of polynomial function? Okay. The function x equals a, where a belongs to r difference the set of 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a polynomial function of 0 degree, is a constant function. It's called a constant function. F of x equals 1. 1 is called a constant function and of 0 degree. F of x equals 3 is a constant function of 0 degree. F of x equals 10 is a constant function of 0 degree. F of x equals 0. F of x, function of x equals 0. It's called a constant function. Yes, it's called a constant function, and the function has no degree. Has f of x equals 0, has no degree. Thanks for listening and have a nice day.